Hello, this is at the CMT Trade Fair in Stuttgart, 20th of January 2019, yes, it's not 2020 yet, and what we've got here is the first cabriolet motorhome which may come into production, and I'm very pleased to actually be here. This is its premiere because the person who had actually designed this, he built one once before on the basis of a Mercedes Artego, and that was a vehicle which was built originally around 2003, something like that, and then he got it used and then he built the van himself. This is something which is a prototype. It's around 3 tons in weight, which will give a massive amount of payload. It clearly will be built according to individual specifications inside until some system can be worked out. I want to show you one or two features. First of all, on the roof up there, we've got this magnificent sliding roof which comes backwards and forwards. It works electronically, which allows, so when you're driving you can have that right back, or if it's raining or something, then it comes forward and you sit in it. You also have the ability there, for example, there's tables up there, 4 individual seats, and which can be, then you eat up there or something like that. Certainly if you're using it when the roof is down, there's a little less room, there's a little less headroom than you would have normally, but that's the price you pay for having a cabriolet. Another interesting feature, we've got this down here. You're up there driving. Now, I appreciate you may not be a lorry driver. I certainly be quite nervous about driving if it were a lorry, and but up there you can see through here and you can see people standing where I am now, so you've got no blind spots which would potentially frighten you. Now, inside itself, well, it's got the bed at the back. I mean, you could maybe design that in different ways. It's got little, big kitchen, plenty of space because it's a high vehicle. And so that's what you want, lots of air inside. If you like, the back, there's an enormous garage. And on the subject of getting into the vehicle, here's the engine, and many of vehicles which are fully integrated, is a bit difficult to get to the engine. Here, it's very straightforward and simple. This is on the basis of the Fiat Ducato chassis, and get to the engine with no problems. Now, what do you do if you want one? This is a little bit of a problem at the moment because this is a prototype. Now, there's 2 ways that this could work out. Number one is if somebody wanted one, it could be built specially to order, so that is possible, and the price would have to be worked out at the time. Second thing is if an investor comes along who's prepared to throw a little bit of money at it and putting it to allow it to be industrialized, to use a word which I've come up with, and if that could happen, costs would come down enormously, allowing it to be built. But we need to point this out, that this has been done by small investors. It's not so people who are really into motorhomes. You can see from the queues here how much interest there is, and which is really quite given the fact that this is a vehicle which has been done effectively in the back garden, more or less. It's a private thing. It's by largely amateurs, if you want, although I mean inside it's really well put together. I mean, the people who did the inside, it was done in Poland by a company called Balkamp, and they make absolutely brilliant internal layouts for vehicles. The external bit, because when you build a van, what you do is you either get a van and off the shelf, so to speak, and then you build the bits inside. Or if you get something like this, you've got the chassis, and then you sort of glue it, the walls are made, and you glue it together. It's a little bit more complicated, but that's the general picture. What's happened here is the latter case. So it's great to see it here. When Piotr told me in October, I saw him in Warsaw, he told me that he was going to have something here. I thought he was going to bring a model, to be quite honest. I did an interview with him. We had 2 interviews, one in German, one in Polish, sorry, this is more in English on this subject. But I thought he was going to bring a model to Stuttgart. I didn't think he was going to bring the entire van. So, I mean, when I saw it outside, what happened was, I saw the name, I said, somebody's pinched his name. And first I was indignant at this copyright abuse. And I was just out to get my camera out. Then I saw Piotr outside. I didn't recognise him with his hat and his coat on. And then it was, what's happened to you? You've actually built it. So anyway, so I'm really pleased to see it, and hopefully we'll be seeing a lot more of it. And I hope I or other people, I mean, I do have 1 or 2 contacts in this business, hope we can do something to allow this to come into production. There'll never be huge numbers on the road, but you know, if they could build 3 or 4 a month, that would be quite wonderful in itself. So, thanks for watching. Lots more stuff here from Stuttgart and all sorts of vehicles.